Well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated games in the world. Yet another edition of this never-ending rivalry, Jim.
Well, Peter, a derby with over a century of history and two huge institutions. It's a game, no matter what the dynamic or the significance, has always been a really highly charged affair that's utterly unmissable, and I expect this one to be no different.
So straight into the action. And when these two meet, generally speaking, sparks fly.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, demands something highly charged. Yeah, we all know who's better on paper or in the rankings, but pride and passion can be a great leveler, especially here.
Well, played right into his path. Oh no, this does not look good. Shevchenko concedes a free kick for that. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Kane. And here's Son Heung-min.
Son Heung-min really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. No, that was never going to make it. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it. Well, it seems as if the message has been issued by both managers: don't concede the opener.
Camavinga. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Harry Kane. He's a deadly finisher, Peter, obviously, but he can contribute much more than that for his team. He's got the physical presence to hold the ball up and the awareness to bring pretty much everyone else into play. His best attributes, however...
And it's been given away. Kane touches it back. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oyarzabal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
That's a nicely weighted pass. Kane showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. He has a look up. Oh, that's fabulous. Ball in towards the middle. And he gets rid in a hurry. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Decent chance! That's another chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up. This isn't about luck at all, despite what people say. Just keep an eye on his movement.
Milan have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
That's a little off target. And they win it back again. Bellingham looking to receive it in space. And it's Beckham. Maldini. And he's chosen to go back. Son Heung-min proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Goal kick. No, I stand corrected, it's a corner. Milan with the corner, they're first. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Maldini, and the shot! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
So, a temporary halt to the action.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Some resolute defending there. Passes coming off in quick succession here. And he's in on goal. Played into the box. Towering header! Oh, he's been caught napping. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Davids. Bellingham. Akanji clears it away.
Bellingham really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good read, needed to be. Son Heung-min absolutely focused then on the defensive side of his game.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Milan are 2 up early in the second half. Davids. Son Heung-min.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Kane. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That is ended up in no man's land. Opts for safety. Messi. It's Camavinga. Nicely spread. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That's a nicely shaped ball. Bellingham. York powering forward here. Now that's a fine challenge. That's going to go a long way. Rudiger. And this is Kane. Beckham. And here's Shevchenko. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Tries to play it through. Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. And I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
Now it's Kane. Oh, this looks sharp. York is herring after that one. And it's Camavinga. Hakimi gets over and intercepts. York. Half an hour gone in the second half. Rudiger cuts it out. And it's Shevchenko. Can he get it through? And this is Shevchenko. Shevchenko, he leaps for it! He will be livid with himself.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 23.
Milan can
Beckham.
now introduce the first of their
Numero 10.
substitutes.
Numero 21. Messi. Numero 4.
Hakimi.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 17.
Let's a look and place
Il
it
numero
forward.
8.
Oh, that pass isn't the best.
Il numero 9. Il numero 22. Ribery.
Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. Now it's Messi.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Hazard. And he's managed to get free. There's the shot! And it's there! And they are disappearing out of sight. That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority. And tries one from range. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. The final 5 minutes. Akanji makes the interception. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a good spell of possession, this. Looking to play him in. Now there's a fine ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Taken back almost at once.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Well, forget form, forget stats. This is a derby game, and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. One of the world's great city rivalries, the Milan derby. It has its own chapter in the story of the Italian game.
Yes, Peter, this is one of the must-see derbies.
Ribery! Has a look and place it forward. Great chance! And that's another fine save.
Another cracking save from the keeper, Peter. He's playing a blinder.
Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Impressive jump!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's all alone. He's having a shot! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Inter Milan penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
Now that looks a decent ball. Oh, super ball. There's the shot! That's put paid to the danger. Ribery. That is a brilliant interception. And Beckham! He's done very well to get to that.
That'll earn him a few high fives. Probably feels he could have been better protected, though.
And he's quick to return it. Cleared without hesitation. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. It's a good 35 yards out, this.
Well, great position for a cross this, Peter. Now to get good contact on it.
Decent hit from there. Rudiger picks it up from the goal kick. And it's Messi. Oh, good read. And here's Son Heung-min. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. And he's straight offside.
Milan are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
York! Oh, shooting chance! Brilliant from Shevchenko! A finish of true class! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
It's starting to look very interesting, this.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Real chance! That is decidedly lacking.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Hakimi. Can he get it through? Messi wants to run onto this. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Son Heung-min. Nicely weighted ball. Played through for the wide man. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ribery going like a man possessed at the moment. Firm header just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Milan have their second corner now. And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Kane. Oyarzabal. And it's Messi. He's in plenty of space here. And this is Son Heung-min. Hakimi eases the ball away from him. Beckham. And it's Hakimi. Shoots! Goal! Milan! And the comeback is complete. He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Milan have their lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
York! It's come to nothing. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Hakimi. Ribery is herring after that one. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
And this is Son Heung-min. In comes the corner. And this could be the final action of the first half. Messi plays it short. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oyarzabal. And they can counter here. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. Messi! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Messi.
And the whistle goes for half-time. Milan have done it in good style. Forced to come from behind, they find themselves in front at half-time, which is, for them, more or less ideal. The midway point of the game.
Well, I can tell you it's been an absolutely fantastic watch, Peter. I wish I could come here every week. It's been wonderfully open, wonderfully tense, and beautifully unpredictable now.
Well, the players definitely know they're in a derby. More of the same to come after the break, you can be sure of that. Milan leading, but only just 2 on the scoreline. So straight into the second half. Maldini. Davids. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. And this is Messi. Messi touches it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
York! And he shoots! And that's in! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Milan now in a position far more desirable. Oh, what has happened here? Davids. Ribery. That's really well manoeuvred. Shevchenko. Caicedo. Taken back almost at once.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Beckham running with the ball. Passes short and sharp. Picks out, takes a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 10.
Milan can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Milan palpably stronger, better, superior.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's Son Heung-min. He's going to be disappointed with that. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
He carries far too far and out of play. Now it's Kane, and this is Messi. Bellingham calmly anticipates. Camavinga receives it in a good position here. Maldini is offering some sort of an apology there. Goes for a shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Well, they've got it again. Hakimi receives it in a wide position. Son Heung-min, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Now it's Kane. Nicely aimed pass. This is a promising build-up. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And he's big chance! Well taken goal. His utter joy. He engages with absolute happiness. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Well, at one stage he was being body-checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
And the shot! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
This is a gloriously greedy performance.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Knocks it out wide. Hakimi. There's the... Gets his head on it! Oh, it rattles the bar! Ribery. Passing is crisp and sharp. He is through here! And the shot! Keeper always had the measure of that.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Milan have their third corner. And the shot! And that's wide. It's a searching pass. Antonio Silva. Now, can they get him away? Chance, surely! Davids. Bellingham. York. Koller. Bellingham. Oh, important interception. Messi, who does have an assist to his name. Oh, this looks sharp. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. It's out for a goal kick. And he cuts out the supply. And it's Messi. Kane. That is good alertness. And time is up. Milan have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. York taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match. And well, forget form, forget stats, this is a derby game and conventional wisdom goes out of the window. Milan's two football behemoths limber up to do battle once more, and the prospect is tantalising. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing, certainly up for this one. The Milan derby, one of the most eagerly anticipated...
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
York! That's a good ball. Shoots! Brilliant from York! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks.
I think you have to appreciate the simplicity and efficiency of it all there, Peter. The ease at which the defence got taken out of the equation, and he was never going to miss that.
Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
Hazard. It's Hazard! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! That is glorious, as if he picked it up and put it there himself.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football.
Oh, he's one-on-one! Neymar. There's the shot! And he's taking no chances there. And here's Neymar, and he was alert to it. There's a sharp little ball here. Great defending, strong and determined. This is a promising build-up. Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. And he was quick to react. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Son Heung-min. And that's a good ball. Kane unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pinches it off him. Robertson. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. And this is Kane. Kane! No, he's missed it.
Inter certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Rudiger. Ribery. That's a look and place it forward. And he's picked out the run. Oh, that was vital.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And it's Son Heung-min. And here's Kane. And this is Messi. Gives it back. Expertly cut out. Really nicely done. Caicedo gets over and intercepts. And that's another good win of the ball. Hazard. York showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Caicedo. Nicely aimed pass. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Neymar. Great chance! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! He made it happen. Squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Now the ball's gone astray. Davids, and it's Bellingham. And this is Hazard. Plenty to aim at here. Hazard! Milan with the corner, they're first. And the keeper beats it away. And it's been hooked away. Hakimi. Hazard getting forward. Oh, that's fabulous. Messi. And here's Hazard. Camavinga. And the whistle goes for half-time. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and shot at goal! And a neat finish! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. Threads one in.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
York. And this is Neymar. No way through there. Hakimi finding himself in space. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min venturing down the left. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Hazard. He's picked his way through. Now that's a fine challenge. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. So a big chance now from 12 yards. Donnarumma must save this. It's bounced back off the post. And he hits the net. And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Ribéry. Look at the space here. And that has left him in a heap. Almost an hour gone. Some really good ball movement. Real chance! And he's missed it.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 8.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Neymar. Numero 22. Ribery. Lasciano il campo per il
York. He's found a way through. And a chance!
il numero 20.
Kanji gets it away. Davids. Kane. Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Oh, nicely intercepted. Mikel Oyarzabal. Knocks it into space. He is through here. Hakimi plays an impressive jump. Koller finds himself offside. Davids. Passing is crisp and sharp. He might be in here. Can he finish? And it's in. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Messi. York. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And the finish! And yes, it's there! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Looking for the run. And he's there to belt it away. Milan have it back and can go again. Deftly away. Collar. Big chance! And that's in! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now. Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
Little pass back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And he's quick to return it. It's a good spell of possession, this. Van Dijk. Davids looking to pass their way up the pitch. And it's Messi. Can he get it through? This might spell danger. York!
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Terrific effort! And that's a tiny finish! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game?
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
He's being urged to shoot. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout and did what they did when required so to do. There could be only one outcome. Collar, happy to bask in the accolades from all around. The stage most certainly his. So there it is. What struck you most about that?
Milan really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game. It's Jim Beglin.
Hello, Peter, and hello to everyone watching. For me, it's a real thrill to be here.
Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. We're up and running then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, Peter, I've been hugely impressed with what I've seen so far from this guy, Jude Bellingham. You don't become a regular at one of Europe's leading teams at 17 unless you're very, very special. And he's the epitome of, if you're good enough, you're old enough.
Well, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And here's Mbappe, Brahim Diaz. It's a pretty loose pass. Nicely aimed pass. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now who's going to be first to this? And he was alert to it. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Madrid clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
This is a promising build-up. Mbappe, he's found real chance! He's scored! The first significant strike. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Vinicius Junior. That's beautifully weighted. Vinicius Junior is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
That's a risky ball, you've got to say. And the counter is on. Now this could be a chance. Chouameni played out towards the right wing. And here's Valverde.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Mbappe.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And that's a throw-in. Played back to the goalkeeper. Eder Militao. 30 minutes gone. Oh, easy pickings there. Now it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior. And he shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase onto it. Oh, he's been caught napping! Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni. He's had a shot! Oh, needed to be more decisive in the end.
Chouameni simply took an age to make his mind up, Peter, when urgency was the single requirement.
And we have our very first corner. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Madrid have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in. Rudiger promptly onto that, and that is that. Oh, that's a key interception. Nicely weighted ball. No luck with that dink over the top.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Tries to pass it through. Mbappe is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Vinicius Junior! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Rodrigo. Brahim Diaz wins the duel this time. Brahim Diaz is onto this. Vinicius Junior. Lovely bit of skill. Backward it goes. And that brings the first half to a close. Been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness perhaps the only things lacking. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, it's obvious, Peter, that this team was set up to play on the break, and their opponents pretty much played right into their hands, so no wonder they've got their tails up at half-time.
Madrid are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. So the action resumes. Madrid leading courtesy of the game's only goal. It's gone for a throw-in. Eder Militao. And it's slung out wide. Has a look and plays it forward. Great vision. Look at the tries a shot! That's going to go a long way. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, important interception. He shifted it to the flank. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Looking to play him in. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Chouameni for Valverde, engages and forces him off the ball. Aimed beyond the defence. Chouameni. Madrid just about have their noses in front. It is the slenderest of leads. Rodrigo. He's on it, can he get away? He's found a way through!
And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. Now it's Mbappe. And that's another good win of the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's approaching that time where you have to decide whether you stick or twist, Peter. I'm inclined to think the latter, but the boss probably has quite a few things which he has to factor in yet, so let's see.
Now, can they get him away? Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
Madrid have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
And that's gone loose. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Valverde certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. That has been cut short. Camavinga. Madrid do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Mendy has the space to scheme. And it's Bellingham. He's in a great position here. Deftly away. Knocks it out wide. That's where it came from. Brahim Diaz delivers. He's got away. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Valverde. Rudiger deals with that comfortably.
Madrid really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Oh, that was vital. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Madrid clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Here comes the cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Nice bit of trickery. Oh, that's nice. Now it's Vinicius Junior. That is a brilliant interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye.
Madrid nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Valverde, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mendy. Oh, that's a fine interception. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Camavinga. Brahim Diaz. Mendy gets flagged offside. Rodrigo. And the referee brings it to a close. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite a ride. Mbappe claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, I'm sure this wasn't...
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Things already rolling. No, that was never going to make it.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance. Mbappe! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Oh, right on the edge of the penalty area. What's he giving here? No, the referee's judged that the offence took place outside the area. What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes.
Well, there's lots of movement in the box for them to pick out.
Now it's Mbappe. And he thumps it clear. Oh, nicely intercepted. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I think the role Jude Bellingham will be given will be important here. He's like a combination of a number 8 and a number 6. Great defensively, very aggressive too in going after the ball. But he's also a very neat dribbler. So not the type to stay put, and I'm sure we'll see a lot of that today.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. No, he's not getting his way this time. Vinicius Junior, and he's running through. Oh, great chance! Oh, that's a super piece of goalkeeping.
That's just very composed. He held his position really well, and he made him make the first move. He was always in control.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Oh, super ball! And the shot! It's in! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
He's rising! It's in! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. Madrid are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Rodrigo. Camavinga. Plays the return pass. Bellingham. Now it's Mbappe. And the chance, surely! And no mistake. And they are dragging it back. Game on again. One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Madrid cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Camavinga, Rodrigo. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Chouameni, Alexander-Arnold. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him. Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he was quick to react. Now it's Mbappe. He's in a great position here. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Alexander-Arnold spots it and intercepts. Rodrigo. Mbappe.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And he's taking no chances there. Bellingham gets into a good position. Mbappe. Camavinga. Mbappe chance! Oh, how good is he? A finish right from the top draw. They are right back in business.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here. Well, a 1-2 is easier to pull off than most dribbles, and I think we've just seen the proof.
It's turning into quite a gem, this. And we've reached half-time. Madrid are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. So we reached the halfway point.
I'm still trying to figure out how this is still level, Peter. I mean, 1 minute you're looking at one side battering the other, and somehow they find their way back into it. Something tells me there's going to be just as many twists in the second half too.
Well, it has been a high-octane first half, full of action, both sides with 2 goals going in at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Madrid clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
And here's Mbappe. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. He's having a good look here.
Well, I think this is definitely one of these areas where they've rehearsed an awful lot on the training ground.
Vinicius Junior. Front-footed pressing going on here. Mbappe. He's picked his way through. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Rodrigo makes a dash for it, and the shot! Not a bad try by any means.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Tchouaméni kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouaméni, Eder Militao, Vinicius Junior. Well seen, saw that coming. That's a good ball out wide. Mbappe! Vinicius Junior. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodrigo. And it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. A probing pass. Alexander-Arnold. That has not gone well. Bellingham, who's set up 1 goal so far. And he's quick to snatch it back. Mendy.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
And he's only 2. He's having a hit! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Vinicius Junior is offering a right smile there.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Rodrigo. Bellingham threads one in. That's travelling a long way. And it's Bellingham. Driving forward. Aimed beyond the defence. Rudiger gets it away.
Se va a producir un cambio de jugadores. El dorsal 8, el dorsal 11.
And here's Bellingham.
Serán sustituidos por el dorsal 6, el dorsal 15,
Rodrigo.
el dorsal 2.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Now Mendy. Passing is crisp and sharp. Rudiger gets over and intercepts. Tchouaméni. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Can he get on the end of it? He's having a shot! Off the post! And he's stuck it away! And the comeback is complete! He'll take that. Perhaps not the prettiest, but they all count.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
And now he has two. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I just think this has been a lesson in character, togetherness and composure. I think most teams would have crumbled by now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Madrid surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now this could be a chance.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
He's on it, can he get up? He's having a pop! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. The referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Madrid have been forced to do it the hard way, but they have pulled themselves through unwaveringly to win. A great performance by any measure. Bellingham voted man.